guys, I'm John P.
I'm Callie Lewis. How are you today? We have a full week talking about creativity on our mobile devices. Today we're going to be talking about music and audio on our mobile devices, how you can be more creative. I mean, our accessories and our devices have come so far in terms of creativity.
That is true.
I think there was two transcendent moments in mobile music. One was when Apple did GarageBand for the iPad, and they really made a desktop app that you could do drums and music and solos and edit podcasts. It was one of the best mobile apps I've ever seen. And then, of course, there was the auto-tune.
Yes.
So what, talk a little bit about what kinds of devices are not just the apps, but devices, accessories people can use to be creative.
Yeah, I think Apple really has this area sort of because of the accessories, right? I mean, iOS always gets the best accessories, and that you see that with, MIDI outputs and everything that you can do with these devices.
Well, we saw it at CES, and there's certain companies, Griffin is one of them, that they make almost everything that you could need. Like, yes, there are DJ apps, but you could plug it in a portable podcasting rig, just plug it right in and go. Mixers, all sorts of
keyboards.
Yeah.
You can have a keyboard. You play your piano right into it.
There's full MIDI support. Yeah, absolutely.
Guitar effects.
Yeah, our friend Philip Nelson from New Tech, who makes the TriCasters, I mean, he uses these devices all the time, and he's a musician, so it's big.
Previously, you'd have these giant recording studios. They cost a fortune. Time was incredibly expensive in them. Then, like Phil said, it went to the laptops. But still, lugging around the laptop for everyone, for every situation, it's not ideal. But at the last wedding I went to, they literally had 3 iPhones just set up in a row and 1 iPad. And the iPad looked like a virtual mixer. It was skeuomorphism done right.
We did a party not too long ago, and we literally just used songs streaming through a BlackBerry hooked into the system.
I would argue that listening to music actually started to become a creative expression with the iPhone because of the damned white earbuds hanging out of everybody's ears everywhere. And, creative expression where everybody looks alike. If you like living in that sort of...
Well, but then Monster came around.
Monster
with Beats
and now Beats.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I guess the thing I'm wondering is, do all these accessories and all this ease of use on a mobile device take away the art of the creativity in terms of like DJs?
No, it's just like photography where, once again, it's another tool to use. And if you're really creative, you're going to figure anything. I mean, we still see it in music where people decide, I'm not going to use even real instruments, I'm just going to use objects around me. And they record that way. And the ability to use a phone in that sense is just another tool. And you're seeing, I think, musicians starting to explore that. And it's just because everything is digital, right? And
I think the exciting part, it's not about professionals using mobile for this stuff, because that's it's almost like trendy, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with when we're talking about photography, decking out your iPhone with 1 million gadgets when you could just go buy an SLR. I think what's exciting is it's kids. It's making music and video really accessible at a low cost for parents to buy their kids these things. You're not going to go buy a professional DJ booth for your 12-year-old, but you can hook them up, with an app to get them started. And literally, last summer I was in Miami at one of their festival weekends, and there was a kid who was super young DJing for 400
That's
screaming
awesome.
drunk people having a great time. But he learned. He learned it starting mobile.
We're talking a lot about music. That's not the only way to be creative. There are a lot of folks who also do things like podcasting, for example. So how have you guys seen these mobile tools be used for podcasting, either on the go or as a full-time podcasting kind of setup?
We did it. We did an experiment at CES last year where we covered most of the show with mobile devices. We'd record audio into the speaker on the mobile device. We'd shoot the video. We did one of our podcasts where one of the microphones was malfunctioning, so we had the phones just with the voice recorder apps recording it. And it doesn't sound perfect, but it's better than not being able to do a show.
Yeah, and even just for interviews, you think about the old newspaper journalist and that going with this big recorder on a desk. I mean, I just throw the phone out and hit record, and the quality's good enough.
Well, and nowadays Blue makes specific microphones that plug in. That they even have an app that's a very professional app.
The Mickey.
You combine that with the Blue mic, and you really have one heck of a portable podcasting rig, right?
Yeah, they're really serious
You
about it.
also can use the camera now for live streaming. So that was the thing we saw last year with the protests going on. People
But we're
use-
getting to that
Okay.
tomorrow.
Oh,
So you
sorry.
guys will have to come back tomorrow
Yeah.
for a discussion on video creativity.
It is pretty incredible how creative our devices have become in such a tiny little form factor. What about you guys? How are you using your devices to be more creative and explore creative areas that you've never done before? Let us know. Leave a comment down
And
below.
do you know any really cool apps for like audio podcasting that I should check out? Because I want to check them all out. So tell me right down below. Any platform, I don't care. Come back and join us tomorrow. We're going to talk about video. I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, me too. We look forward to seeing you back here. I'm Callie Lewis.
She's Callie Lewis.
He's John P.